to where he went. I mean, that's a big change in a racing program.
Absolutely.
Well, and then sitting there and then getting hooked up with Colin, and coming out of that shop, picking his brain, talking about shocks, talking about chassis, talking about a ton of things. I think was a huge learning curve just for that.
Well, absolutely.
And like Colin says, he says, you can't teach somebody how to go fast. You try to slow them down, but I mean, Gray's got the talent. He showed the talent, and mid-season on, he showed the talent. Both at Sunset, both at Willamette, he showed the talent. It was just to get him to slow down to get there.
Right. Absolutely,
and that's the biggest thing for any driver. And Gray's a young guy. I mean, he's not a spring chicken, but he's not old. I mean, he's a young guy that's going to get better throughout his career. But the biggest thing, and you guys know, we've been around the game long enough, the biggest thing to make a driver better is he has to slow down in his head to go faster.
Yeah.
That's the hardest lesson to learn.
Well, these cars are so fast and so twitchy anyways.
Right.
You have to slow down to go fast.
You do.
You look at another driver that picked it up after Speed Week, Ethan Landers.
Made huge strides.
Huge strides. I mean, he was...
Well, look at Aaron Ellis.
Third late model. This is the
before you forget.
Right.
Okay.
The third late model I've confirmed going to the Bud Nationals. Mr. Joey Tanner.
Joey Tanner is going to go.
That's what he told me. He
All right,
says
the
yes.
the 111, man.
He says yes, I'm going.
All right. Well, it'd be good to see him down there.
We've got Tanner, Bryson James, and
Jeremy Shank.
Jeremy Shank are the three that I have absolutely confirmed. Okay. Now there's a couple guys that are still him-hawing on the fence. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know, kind of, sort of. I wish I could tell you guys, but that's what I've got. I've got 2 modifieds.
Well, you did good.
I've got 2 modifieds, and I do have one that it's 99%, but I cannot confirm that because they haven't said yes, we're going.
Let's confirm the modifieds. We got Gray Fernando. Okay.
And Colin Weinbarger, I'm guessing Colin's going to go. I'm guessing.
If we'll put it like this, is that
it's a work issue, and I guess it's got something to do with getting X amount of stuff done before he goes. And I'm hoping he goes. He had a good run. It was funny because talking with Brian Smith a couple nights ago, the track announcer at Budweiser,
right,
or at the Bud Nationals, at Bakersfield, he said one of the first things he asked me. I'm not kidding you. He says, "Hey, your modified's coming down. Is that Kyle Yak kid coming?" And I said, "No, they're not." He goes, "What?" He goes, "That dude's not coming." I said, "Unfortunately, their car's up for sale. They're not coming to the Bud Nationals."
Be a great place to sell it.
Well, it would. It would, because if you look what he did last year, night one, if you haven't been to Bud Nationals, and if you have never been to Bakersfield Speedway, that track will get you. It is 2 different tracks.
The videos I've seen from day 1 to day 2,
2 different
totally
tracks.
different.
2 different tracks. Now, day 2 fell right into the hands of Kyle Yak because he is a specialist on the dry slick. He loves
and that was his first time down there.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even make the show night 1. Didn't get out of the B main. Night number 2, he goes out against the best modified drivers in the West and gets a top 5 at the Bud Nationals.
This is the deal. And I was talking to Kenny Miller, after the Sunset main event, and I asked him. I said, "So, that TRE that you seem to be doing really good in,
why is it for sale?"
I think he's looking at a different route in a modified. He loves the TREs. He loves Steve Hall's camper. He loves that program. He's got another deal with another chassis maker. I'm not going to say who it is.
That surprises me because he's so good in the TRE.
Well,
he likes it.
He does. What he likes is he likes being different. He's not into the corporate GRT, Shaw, this and that, this
Schwartz.
and that. He's not into the whole, hey, you got it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
He's been such an outsider.
He's an outlaw. Kenny's an outlaw. Dude, let's just call it what it is.
All day long.
Absolutely.
All day long. And he's going to sit there and he's going to make something that you don't know. It's going to be the Burgerville, twisted something chassis of 2017, and he's going to sit there and go, you know what? I'm going to make that work. So right now what he's going to do, the car's proven that it's fast. The car's proven that it's a Cadillac to drive, just with bad lucks.
Uh-huh.
So I asked him, I said, Bud Nationals? He's like, man, I want to, but I'm going hunting. I'm like, really? So he's going over to Bend. He leaves, I believe, this week. And to go over there to go hunting. And I told him, I said, I really, really wish you would go to the Bud Nationals. He's like, yeah, it's 16 hours down there. He says, I just, right now.
Kenny, tighten up your jockstrap.
Oh, no, it's tight.
And let's roll.
It's tight. And I'm telling you right now, if he went down there, and this is not being biased. This is not just because he's my buddy. No, it's not. It's just because. It's just like if John Campos goes down, if it's Matthew Drager goes down. These are the biggest guys and stuff here in the Northwest that have been proven to go down.
Sure. Kenny's got some experience in California.
Yeah, he
knows what's up with those tracks.
Yeah, he does.
That's his home.
And I'm telling you right now, he needs to suck it up and go down to Bakersfield.
Yeah,
it'd be the Twisted Evo.
Kenny, I'm calling you out personally. I am calling you out. You can go kill a squirrel somewhere else.
No, it's Bambi's. It's Bambi's brother.
Oh, whatever. This is the Budweiser Nationals. You're going to go out and have fun. It'll probably be who knows if it's the last time you do this or not. But
and you might, on your trip down there with 16 hours, you might even hit Bambi's cousin on the front fender.
Just stop it in and out. Who cares about deer? Stop it in and out. Have a burger. Go to the Bud National. Have a good time. I'm calling you out, Kenny. Buck up, soldier.
He doesn't get it, does he?
No.
Yeah, I don't have the patience to go out and hunt and play Rambo in the bushes to kill an animal. I want action. I want loud race cars. I want fans. I want screaming. I mean, that's what it's all about. I don't want to walk around the jungle and no. It's not my
gig. Says the guy who was oodling over makeup bags.
You were the one.
Bingo.
I was calling the numbers. This princess was trying to win those makeup
This
bags.
just went to the left.
You are going to get a right cross to the throat. I will punch you in the throaty bone. Now listen,
ladies and gentlemen, that is not anything of Northwest Dirt News. the violence that you just heard on
Kenny. Look what you started.
It's not
related
what you started,
to any of
us. You made Corey reveal his makeup bag deal on the air.
I was calling the numbers. He's trying to win these pretty little makeup bags.
Why are you telling me? I know that he's.
I know you know.
He's.
Then why are you looking at him, telling him that?
Because I'm on this side of the studio.
Right.
You're in the sound booth.
All right, Sugar Booger, we're gonna move on here. We're gonna move on. Get your makeup bag.
Kenny's gonna be driving the new Twisted Evo.
Listen, we're going in the last. Is he?
I believe that. I believe that's going to be.
You know what? When I heard that he wasn't going to be in the TRE, that's the very first thing I thought of. Just because I know his history.
It is the new chassis that's coming.
See, I knew it. You didn't have to say anything. I know him.
You know where it's coming out of?
I know exactly where it's coming out of. Twisted Motorsports, Clay Daly.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Don't lie to me.
Has nothing to do with Clay Daly.
You're full of dung.
And it's not a Twisted Evo.
You're full of dung.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Don't give it up. Don't give. If he doesn't want you to give it up, don't give it up.
We'll just say that it's not even coming out of the Pacific Northwest.
Okay. Well, California, I wouldn't call it Pacific Northwest.
No, I wouldn't either.
It's not coming out of California either.
Okay. So we're going to move on here. Got a little out of control here.
Squirrel!
Yeah, no kidding.
But I'm telling you, right?
I want to ask you guys something. This was a big topic throughout the week. I want to get your opinions on this Josh Harris incident.
Oh, boy.
All right. So
right here, and there are a lot of people that are just straight up PO'd. I mean, this guy better not show up at a racetrack.
Let's tell the race fans and stuff that if they have not seen what we're talking about, give them some detail of what happened.
Okay, first of all, Josh Harris, well-known semi-celebrity. He's off the TV show Moonshiners.
Yep.
Okay, he's got a great race car. That's a nice.
Not no more.
Well, not anymore, but it's a nice race car. It was fast. Good-looking car. What would you call that? I mean, it's not a street stock, but it's similar to. Here it would be a street stock.
Yeah, here it would be a street stock. Basically, it's a
pro stock.
It's like a street stock on steroids.
Right.
It's a sportsman.
Yeah, it's
a sportsman.
Okay,
we'll do that.
Back in Georgia, back in East Coast, they run the full suspension.
Right.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's a hybrid street stock.
Right. Okay, so the incident that happened was, and this is what really makes me mad, was it was simply nothing more than a racing deal. He got bumped and he got turned.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right when I say that? Am I?
According to the video,
what I saw,
yes, video clearly shows that it was kind of a bump and run type deal.
But it wasn't
intentional.
It wasn't.
It was racing.
So this idiot, and I'll call him. I hope you're listening, Josh Harris. You're a complete moron. And if I ever see you at a track, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
I don't think he's ever going to be to a track again.
He better not show up at a racetrack ever again. This guy is a complete idiot, okay? So he loses his mind and rams the guy he's racing. I mean, he rammed him right in was it the driver's door first?
Yeah, so what happened is that, they're in the infield, out of turn number 4.
On the apron on turn 4.
Yeah, out of turn number 4. Race cars and stuff are just, they're coming to the caution. Everybody's kind of slowing down. Josh decides that he is going to basically show his discomfort of what happened. And the driver was still in the car at the time and decides he was going to destroy or run into the passenger side of the car.
And clearly he can see the driver is unbuckling. He's taking his...
We had safety crew and stuff coming over there.
They were already there.
They were already there.
They were there.
And so he backs up on the racetrack into traffic, nearly getting into 2 cars, stomps the throttle, and rams. It was actually the passenger side door.
Right.
Rams this driver right in the passenger side door, and hard.
Dude, at full blast. I mean, it had to have been at least 40 miles an hour.
When I first watched it, and I'm hearing it, and I'm watching the video, and I'm listeting to the sound, it literally sounded like his throttle stuck.
Right, he just put it on the floor and just stomped on it, and he hit whatever driver that was. He drills him, T-bones him, stays in the throttle,
spins the car and keeps going.
What happened was, remember the driver got out and got up on the hood, and he rams the car again and pushes it almost in a 360, backs up, goes up and turns 3, takes a run down the hill, and slams into the car a 3rd time.
And see, that's where
there was a crowd around the car. People had to scatter so he would miss him. This guy is. I mean, I've seen some things and some dumb things in racing. I got to put this right at the top of the list.
Absolutely, I totally agree, because there's absolutely zero.
I wouldn't just call this dumb. This was stupid.
Absolutely, complete stupidity. That's the only thing you can say about it. For him, the way that whole deal finished, and the crowd. I mean, they loved it. For him to get out of his race car on the front stretch and leave the track in handcuffs with a sheriff.
Well, it was the funniest thing like that is that he parked. Now it went from turn 4. He parked over there in basically on the front stretch,
right? Close to the flag stand.
Towards the flag stand,
right?
And there was a quad. There was another fire crew, and of course the sheriff. He made him climb out of his car and turn right back around. And I mean, they handcuffed him. That whole crowd. The whole crowd went nuts.
They really did
on handcuffing him, because who does that?
You could have killed somebody.
Not just the driver in the car, but the people around it, safety crew. I mean,
and those people are doing it for the love of the sport. They're not going out there expecting to get their hind end run over. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Absolutely. I mean, it was just stupid on the way his actions. You have kids out there, that are watching this. You have sponsors. You have everybody out there. It's being filmed. I mean, everybody these days has a smartphone. They're filming all this type of stuff.
Oh, you look at the
crowd.
Do you think?
I
mean, there's multiple phones. I mean, hundreds. All you can see the phones. I mean, everybody's filming that. Do you think that you're going to be able to justify anything you just did? Absolutely not. That guy, in his region, won't be welcome at a racetrack anywhere.
Never.
I don't think he'll be welcome on the West Coast.
I guarantee he shows up out here, and there'll be some guys that'll thump him.
Well, and you look at it too, and looking from the mechanics of it, how dangerous is that? You're not just running into a car. On the right side of the car, I'm assuming he's running a small block Chevy. Most guys are.
Sure.
Right side. What's on the front right corner of a small block Chevy?
Exactly.
Yeah, fuel pump.
Yep.
What runs down the right side frame rail on a
fuel line?
Fuel line. Hello.
Good point.
That just is dumb.
Yeah, you're talking about. I mean, that is absolutely one of the dumbest things I have ever seen any race car driver do. And I've seen some dumb stuff in the 40 years I've been around the game. I know you guys have seen some pretty crazy things too, but
contact's contact. It happens.
Well, contact is contact. Attempted murder is a different deal.
Yeah, attempted murder with aggravated stupidity.
Yeah.
Okay, so we listen to this. We have a little bit of audio and stuff. This is 52 seconds of a spectator filming this. So let's listen to this a little bit. Okay, so what we're listening to right now is
to his engine.
The Snapchat is the guy is sitting on his driver's door, okay, in the 32 car. He's sitting on the driver's door trying to get out of the car. The whole front of the car is already smashed up. Josh is sitting there and now rams passenger side door